Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Ellie from Ellielauracrochet and thanks for clicking on today's video. So as you can see by the title, I am just going to be going through all my whips at the moment. There's quite a few, I've not counted them yet. A bit scared to count them, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm just going to be showing you what I've been working on and also maybe go through a couple of projects that I would like to do in the next few weeks. But yeah, if you're interested, keep on watching. I hope you don't mind, but I think this might be a bit of a chatty video, so grab your crochet hook and your project or your knitting project, whatever you're working on, or a lovely hot beverage, and yeah, let's get on into it. And also let me know what you're working on if you do work on anything during this video. So I'm going to start with blankets because I have got 3 on the go at the moment. Yeah, I didn't plan that or anything. The first thing is this Mosaic blanket. I'm sure you've seen this in many of my videos already. I'm on the flower section next. Well, I've started it, as you can see, but this is turning out pretty well. But I haven't worked on it at all like in the past few weeks, just because I've just not wanted to pick it up, to be honest. It is a long-term project. So I've got this blue, then this pink, and then it's purple. I think that's purple for the fairies, but I'll link the pattern below and everything, or put it up on the screen. But yeah, this is the fairy Mosaic blanket that I have started. I can't even remember when I started this, to be honest. It's been a while, to be fair. And as I say, I have just not fancied picking it up lately, just because there's other projects I want to be doing. I'd like to be more consistent with that though, so like do a couple of rows at least a week or something like that, just so that it is building slowly. But I don't want it to feel like homework, that's the only problem. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions on how to kind of make myself do a bit every week, let me know, because sometimes I'm just not motivated to work on it or just pick it up, because there's a lot of counting involved. Next project is in an owl bag. So in here we've got a load of random acrylic scraps, so different colours. Oh. And I've tried to match the colours best as I can to what the person has used, sorry. Don't worry, I've got my hook in here so it doesn't get lost at the bottom. It's got my hook and scissors. Yeah, so this is the second blanket. So I am going through this granny square card deck. This is the flower one. I have actually done the other one, like just the granny squares. But yeah, so there's 50 in here. I'm slowly going through them and I will be making a blanket out of all of them. So I don't think I'm very far in this one because it's the flower one. I feel like the patterns are getting a bit harder for me, so but I've made like the first 8, I think. Basically making them in order because why not? And also I can make sure that I'm doing them all. But yeah, so I think I've made 8 of them so far. These are a few of them. And there's a couple here. As you can see, I've not weaved in any of my ends. That's probably why I don't want to work on it, because to move on, I think, to the next ones, I think I need to sort these all out. But yeah, so I'm making a blanket out of that. I did recently get a couple of balls of cream just so I can attach them all. I have got all the other ones here and they have been on here for a few months now. So these are all the granny square ones from the granny square card deck. I don't think any of these are from the flower one. So there, yeah, there should be 50 here. But yeah, these are all weaved in and they've been blocking. But yeah, I just need to... Can't put that back on the board now. Oops. I just need to work through the other one and then get another 50, and then I can start attaching it, because I want to be able to lay it out properly, and also I want to do the join as you go method. Yeah, so I want to do the join as you go method with the cream as the border. But yeah, hopefully 2 balls is enough. If not, I'll just get another one. But yeah, again, that is a long-term project. I mean, am I halfway through now? I mean, I'm halfway through making all the squares, so I'm just making 1 of each square at the moment, not like 2 or anything. I'm just going through all of them. I'm making 1 square. I'm just hoping the blanket will be big enough, but yeah. Then the last blanket I have on the go. So I am actually vlogging this one because I thought it would be fun. Probably have seen this on my channel, but it's the crochet along for Scapesies. Cannot say their name, I'm so sorry. But I have got a playlist on my YouTube channel of me making this. The first part, this part isn't out yet. I still haven't finished editing it. So it should be up in a couple of weeks to this video, but here's the center bit that we have made, and then I've got 4 of these for the corners. So yeah, I'm just working on that. That's definitely going to be finished like around Christmas time, I think, because it goes on for like 13 weeks. I am up to date at the moment. I'm waiting for the next part out tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just hoping I can stay up to date and just stay on track with that, to be honest. That is kind of a priority at the moment. So when I'm not working on that, or when I've like caught up for the week, I can just work on something else until the next part is out. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing with that. Right, so next we've got, I think I've got 4 more projects that I'm working on. I'm so bad. I keep starting stuff and then I'm like, oh, I want to make that instead. And then I start something else and then don't finish the other thing. It's ridiculous. I'm usually pretty good, to be fair. But this is in a wool warehouse bag, and it's using Friends Cotton 8x8 by Hobie or Hobby. But this is basically how far I've got. So I don't even know if I count this as a whip, to be honest, because I've not been actively working on this for like ages. So I basically started a pair of shorts. So this is the waistband. I got quite far, like a few rows in, tried it on, and this is way too big. It's like, I think it's like a couple of inches too big. So I undid most of it, but I'm thinking maybe I could just undo this ribbing. I think that's where I measured that it would be big enough. That's why I've put a little marker there. But I was thinking maybe I could just undo this bit of ribbing and then attach it here so that it would bring it in a bit. I don't really know. But as it's coming into winter, autumn, I don't really want to work on this now. But this ribbing took ages, so I've just not had the heart to undo this. But it was going to be like really nice. Like I had these different shades of blue and green. I feel like that would have looked great in shorts. I might still revisit this maybe next year, because it's kind of not the season to be making shorts. And also it would be quite cold to keep trying them on and stuff, because you have to do that with shorts. But yeah, I think I might just, when it comes to it, I might just undo this bit, like take an inch out of the ribbing so that hopefully it fits better. It's hard to tell how it's gonna fit though until you've at least done like a few rows, because it changes, you know. But yeah, pair of shorts. Don't even know if I'm gonna finish them, but I'm probably just gonna leave them until next year, probably, because winter's coming soon anyway. So anyway, next project is another scrap yarn project. So I've got these random colours. I've got a scrap ball there. I've got gold, pink, red, grey, and black. And what I'm doing with these, put those back. What I'm doing with these is I'm making granny square trousers because I think I saw a photo or something on Instagram or TikTok and I was just like, I need to use up my scraps for that. So yeah, I've been making squares, random squares, and I have also been magic knotting them because I can't be asked to do all the ends. So here's a few. And I decided to outline them all in black just because I feel like black really makes the colours pop. So yeah, I'm outlining them in black. I don't really know which one's my favourite, to be honest. I quite like this one. Or this one actually, they're quite similar. But yeah, so I don't think I've made that many squares yet. I don't even know how many I have actually. But yeah, some of them, the start and the end needs to be woven in. But yeah, most of them are weaved in. I'm not really sure how many I have though. I think I worked out like I need 24 for the waistband thing, like a couple of rows for the waistband. Not even the trousers, so I feel like this is going to be like a long-term project. Oh, I found another batch of them in here. I don't think there's 20 yet. I think there was like 16 squares because I was like, yeah, I think I remember I wasn't very close to 24 for the waistband, but I don't even think I'm gonna attach them just yet. I think I'm just gonna wait until I make some more. But yeah, that is a long-term project of granny squares. I love me a square project, I'm not gonna lie. They're just so fun and mindless, you know? And then another granny square project. I literally started this last night, I think. Oops. But I've basically got some random scraps of Drops Paris in a few different colours, like purple, grey, pink. I haven't got much pink, but I'm gonna make a granny square bag with these. So I've got this square, I've got this square. I'm kind of doing it in like a projection line. I don't know where the other third square is, but I'm making like a triangle bag. Oh, here's the third square. I'm kind of doing them in like a projection line. So I made 3 of these and then I've got them to this point. Then this will go to this point. And then I think this needs like 4 more rows, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So these 2 need 4 rows left, and then obviously this one needs to catch up to that. But yeah, this is fun, and also I've got all these ends to sew in, yay. But yeah, that's just using up some scraps from Drops Paris, so that is good. And I only started that yesterday, as I said. So yeah, I feel like that's going to be quite quick, to be honest. It's quite fast making a granny square bag, but yeah, so last project that I am working on is Tangled. Hold on. So I found this nice hand-dyed yarn in my stash, so I started a knitting project. Yeah, I know. I have not knitted anything since I knit my socks. And why is this so tangled? Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I haven't got very far though, as you can see. And this wire keeps wanting to do that. Bit annoying. But this is a shawl. If you can see that, it kind of looks like waves. It's a very easy pattern. I found it on Ravelry. But I will put a photo up of what it's supposed to look like. I just thought, because this has got like blues in it, I feel like it would have, well, I feel like it's gonna look great. But yeah, this is kind of my Friday project because me and my mum go to a knit and natter group on Fridays, and that is the project that I took last week, and I think I'm just going to use that for my Friday project because I can't really bring one of my blanket projects to out and about really. But yeah, that is all the projects that I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, I didn't even count them, but how many was that? Like 7 or something. Yeah, oops. I'm pretty good with finishing my projects though. I'm quite like, oh, I can't start anything new until I finish one or finish two, whatever. But that granny square bag is probably going to be the first one that will be finished. And then, I don't know actually, because the other ones are kind of longer term. But yeah, let me know how many whips you've got on at the go, because I'd love to know. And like, I feel like 3 blankets is quite ridiculous for me, but what can you do? And I think I was about to start another one as well, but I was just like, no, I've got 3 blankets on the go. And I know one will be done this year, the crochet along one. I will definitely be finished this year, I'm hoping. But the other 2 I think are just going to be long term. Yeah, some of these whips I don't really feel like picking up. I always like starting something new and interesting or just easy, like the granny square bag. I mean, that's just easy to make, I guess, and it's not too long term, I guess. But yeah, that is all my projects that I'm working on. There are a few that I want to start soon. There's like a zigzag cardigan I really want to make that like now, but I need to buy the yarn for it, so I'm kind of like holding off a little bit until I finish a few more skeins and then maybe get it, I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to make like a zigzag granny stitch cardigan. I think I found one on Etsy that I really like. I can't remember her name though. But yeah, I really want to make that in autumn colours. Like burgundy, green, yellow, maybe orange? I don't know yet. I'm not definitely set on that, but I would like to make that. And then there's a shrug that I'd like to make with this yarn. This purple glittery yarn. There's a shrug that I'd like to make with that. Is there anything else? I'd like to do a bit more knitting. I'd like to make some gloves, I feel like, with knitting, but I'm a bit slow at knitting, so that might take me a few years. I probably should have started that earlier actually, because it's sort of glove weather, isn't it? Trying to think of any other projects I want to start. I think I'd like to make another poncho at some point. I don't really wear ponchos, but I feel like a black poncho would look nice. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have many projects I want to do. I feel a bit overwhelmed with making content at the moment. I don't know about you, but like I've seen a couple of my hobby videos do well, and of course I would like to make more of them, like unboxing videos and mystery bags, but I just don't have the money at the moment, and I don't know, I mean, I've got so much yarn at the moment and I'm trying to de-stash a little bit. I have listed some of my yarn on Vinted actually. If you're interested, my account name is in my description. But yeah, I have got some oddballs on there because past me just thought, yeah, I'm just gonna buy 1 skein of this yarn, when in actual fact I think it's mostly rare to make something just with 1 skein. Like usually you need like 2, 3 maybe. Like if you're making a cardigan, I think I used 3 for my cardigan that I made recently. You'll probably see it in the next video because it is in that video. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out, and subscribe if you're not already. I usually just post crochet vlogs, challenges, yarn hauls, etc. But yeah, if there's any other videos you'd like me to do, please let me know, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys!